Welcome back to Say Your Busy Made It Easy channel. We are continuing our lessons on sets, and today we are going to look at simplification of sets. Another aspect of set we are going to look at. And I've told you this is the only channel exam fears. If you watch this channel and you don't understand sets, I don't believe you can understand set anywhere. So continue watching this series on sets. Now, with the simplification of sets, they will give you a number in the square root, and you will have to simplify the sets to the lowest form. Now, what you have to understand is maybe you have been given root 27. If you have to simplify this root 27, you look for two numbers that will multiply. That gives you 27. But one of the numbers should be a perfect square. Now, what is a perfect square? A perfect square is a number you get when a number has multiplied itself. Now, what do I mean by that? The first perfect square number is 1, because 1 squared, 1 times 1 is 1. The next one is 4. Why? Because 2 times 2 gives you 4. The next one is 9, because 9 times 3 times 3 is 9. Then 16, 4 times 4. So these are perfect squares. Now with 27, you can see that the two numbers that will multiply to give you 27 is 9 and 3. So we have root 9. So you solve this by writing root 9 times root what? 3. Now what's the square root of 9? 3. Then times, as we all know, 1 here, then it will give you root 3. So to simplify this set, it's going to give you 3 root 3. That is why in secondary school, immediately you punch the calculator, root 27, the answer gives you straight 3 root 3. But they don't show you how they got to the 3 root 3. So this is basically what we are going to look for. Always, one of the numbers should be a perfect square number. So let's take examples on this. So here we have to simplify root 12. Root 12, two numbers, that one is a perfect square. That when it multiplies the other, you get 12. And the numbers, we have root 4 times root what? 3. Yes, so this gives us square root of 4 is 2. So this one will give you 4 root 3. So this is how we solve this. That's what I'm saying. This root 4 is not a set, because you have simplified it to get 2. So root 3 is a set because that one, the value can get square we get here. So you have to simplify 0.04 with 0.04. Don't be scared. Now 0.04, you have to change this to a fraction. Yes, and to change this to a fraction, now we move the point 2 times to the right. So you get 4. Now because we move twice, we divide it over 100. Yes, assuming if it was 0.4, we move 1. So it will be 4 over 10. So to break down this one will simply get us root 4 on 100, or you can get root 4 all over root 100. Now to solve this, now what's the square root of 4? 2. Square root of 100 is what? Is 10. Now to break it down, 2 can divide this off 1, divide here 5. So 1 on 5 will be the answer. So when you see a question like this, change them to fractions. Then simplify the one that is a perfect square. We are simplifying. So when you leave your answer in this form, or 2 out of 10, you might not get a full mark for that. That's why I ended up on the 1 on 5. So this is how we do this one too. Let's take another question. So this question, we have to simplify root 50 plus root 2 minus 2 root 18 plus root 8. Now because of these figures here, root 50, root 80, root 8, we have to simplify them. We have to break them to simple sets that we can solve. Now the two numbers for 50, you have root 50, 25 times 2, root 2. So these two when multiplied, you get root 50. And 1, this is a perfect square, plus root 2. This root 2 minus 2 times, now this one, you break it down, root 9 times root 2. Plus the 4, we can break it down to 4 times root what? 2. So this is how we break it down. So make sure you break them down, see they will become simple for you. Now, the square root of 25 is 5. So this one gives us 5 root 2 plus root 2 minus 2 times square root of 9 is 3. Or root 2 plus root 4 will give us 2, then this one to root 2. Yes, so this 5 root 2 will come plus root 2, which is here. Now 2 times, when we simplify this one, we get 3 root 2 plus square root of 4 is 2. This one to root 2. Now, let's simplify this. 5 root 2 plus root 2 minus 6 root 2 plus 2 root 2. Now you see that they have become a simple root, a common root. So let's group them. Now we have 5 plus, there's 1 here, as we all know, 1 minus, let me group the additions to one side. So 5 plus 1 plus 2 minus 6 or root 2. Yes, so you group them. 5, you group the front numbers. 5, there's 1, then plus 2 minus 6 or root 2. Now 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 minus 6 is 2. So our final answer gives us 2 root 2. So when you break them down and you get a common root and they are adding or subtracting, add and group them and add or subtract. This is simplification of sets. So take your time and go to step by step and you get what I was trying to teach or explain. So let's take another question on this. So in this question, we have to express 3 root 75 minus root 12 in a form of a root b. Now this is not anything scary. All what they are telling you is there's a clue in the answer they are expecting. The answer they are expecting, they mean you should get a simple root like this. Yes, you should get a simple root like this. So when you get something that does not look like this, something should tell you that, or your instinct should tell you that you are doing the wrong thing. Yes, so let's simplify this. Now we will have 3 times 25 times root 3. Yes, they are multiplying. So 3 times 75 times root 3. With this one to give us root 4. So this one will also give us 4 root 3. Oh, sorry. So root 4 times root 3. Now, so this one will give us 3 times square root of 25 is 5. Because 5 times 5 will give 25. Times root what? 3. For this one, you can write it as 5 root 3. Minus, this one will give us 2 times root what? 3. So 3, 5. This one will give us 15 root. If you multiply it with the 1 here, you still get 15 root 3 minus, if you multiply it with this one, you get 2 root what? 3. So this is what you are going to get. Now they have become a common root. So we subtract. So 15 minus 2. 15 minus 2 all root 3. 15 minus 2 give us 13 root 3. Yes, so this is what we got. So you conclude by saying therefore 13 root 3 A root B. So we have expressed the answer as this. So the A, sometimes they ask to find the values of A and B in such. That will be the next question you are going to do. So in this question, when you get here, you say A is 13 and B is what? 3. So assuming we left our answer here, like we are wrong because it is not in this form. Yes, so this one is what looks like this. So when you see a question having this instruction, so make sure you leave your answer in simple like this form. So this is the meaning of what they gave us. So let's take the last question on this. Now we are to solve root 45 plus root 20 is equal to n root 5. Find the value of n. This is not anything difficult. They are telling you that after you have finished solving your final answer, the number that will be in front of the root is the value for m. And here the clue is that it is mandatory or compulsory, and they are sure that your final answer you get something with 5. So when you get an answer that is not having something with 5, you should know you are wrong. So math, that's how it is. When you are doing the right thing, when you are on the right track, you should know. And when you are going astray, you should also know. So this one will give us root 9 times root 5. Plus this one will also give us 4 times root what? 5. Yes. So square root of 9 is 3. So this one will be 9, 3 root 5 plus 2 root 5. So you can see we are on track, but we are getting certain things with 5. Now, simple addition. So 3 plus 2 all root 5. So now we have final answer 5 root 5. Yes. So we have gotten something with 5. And they are telling us that the question they gave us, so our final answer 5 root 5 should be equal to what? M root 5. So therefore, the value of m is equal to what? 5. Because m, the number in front. So this is the value for m. So this is very simple. Sets one of the simple topics in mathematics. And this is the only channel will make it easy and fun. So you can solve more questions and you leave comments under the comment section. Recommend to all students to also subscribe to have a benefit of this. Once again, Say You're Busy Made It Easy channel is here to solve the mathematics problems among students. So until we meet again, we say bye bye. Subscribe.